Well, this did not go according to plan. Welcome back, everyone. If you recall, last episode I was just waiting on an ender pearl. The ender pearl is the last item I need in order to make an ender pouch. I have the rest right here. And I was saying to you that I would go exploring, see if I could find an enderman anywhere. But in the meantime, I had these ender pearls back at base as a backup. Ender lilies that would grow ender pearls, and if I needed one and couldn't find an enderman out in the world, I could just AFK here and the ender lilies would grow. Well, after I finished recording last episode, I went and looked up on the Witchery Wiki information about the spirit world, because I thought it was peculiar that I hadn't seen a single enderman. Lo and behold, endermen do not spawn in the spirit world. And it seems ender minis... Oh, no, sorry, that's 1.8. Or, no, 1.7. But baby endermen, other variations on endermen, also do not spawn here in the spirit world. Well, I thought, alright, that decides it then. I will just wait for the ender lilies to grow. And so I waited. I was doing other things, so I just set my character to AFK here in this corner, nice and protected from the rain. That seems to happen pretty regularly here. Lo and behold, though, not a single mature ender lily. So I thought to myself, well, they're taking a lot longer than I remembered. I might as well make a sprinkler with the aqueous accumulator under it, so that I can be sure that they grow. And it's only after I did that, and noticed that some of the ender lilies seemed to have reverted back to their first stage of growth, that I thought to look up whether ender lilies had also been nerfed in the spirit world. Lo and behold, they are, and will not complete their growth here. These ender lilies will get to the final stage. They will grow, and rather than reaching the stage where I could harvest them for an ender pearl, they'll just become first stage again. So that's out. So I was looking around for other ways that we can get our hands on an ender pearl. And I've found one. That's right. Given all the mods in the pack, and admittedly, I didn't search for hours. I didn't plumb the very depths of every forum discussing every mod. So perhaps there are a few other ways, but the only way that I could find to get ender pearls is through villager trades. There is a very rare trade with priest villagers for an ender pearl. Well, this is going to be fun. I don't intend on traveling to every village in the world trying to find a priest that happens to have the trade. We're going to have to build a villager spawner, a villager breeder. The issue is, the normal means I would use to do this mostly require ender pearls. I can think off the top of my head of probably 3 ways I could spawn villagers. Let's see if a quick search here reveals them. Okay. So the first is the auto spawner, but to use the auto spawner, I would need a safari net, and safari nets need ender pearls. Second way, here we go, Ars Magica. I'm actually not certain that would require an ender pearl. It might not, but I don't want to have to do a lot of Ars Magica here, and I don't have any experience with phylacteries or things of that nature. I could look into it, but I've decided against that. The third one is well, I don't see it here, but is from Forbidden Magic, from Thaumcraft extension. For that, I am certain that I would need to basically level up Thaumcraft in this world. Obviously, I wouldn't have to do the research, but I'd have to make an infusion altar, I'd have to get essences. The whole thing doesn't seem like a ton of fun. But there's one more way to get a lot of villagers relatively quickly. That's right. Vanilla Minecraft. We are going to make a vanilla villager spawner, or largely vanilla, and I assure you it will be magnificent. Wow. Did not think this is how things would turn out, but oh well. So, to do this, we are going to need some more wood, which we can get without too much trouble. There we go. Over here. So, for those of you unfamiliar with villager breeding mechanics in vanilla, and it should be noted that the test pack Please Ignore pack that we're using for this series is in Minecraft version 1.6.4, I think. So the changes that were made to villager breeding in 1.8 are not implemented, meaning villagers breed without the aid of any food simply by being close to enough doors, and the number of doors compared to the number of villagers determines how many villagers can exist in the village. So, for this build, we will need a lot of doors. We actually only need 6. And I'm so glad that they stack. We will also need 2 chests. And we're using chests not because of their normal item holding properties, but instead because they are slightly smaller than other blocks. Although actually we won't need the chests now that I'm looking at it, because we are going to use a tradomat. Nope, not a tradomat. What is it called? Oh, a trading post? Okay. Oh, well, for that we'll need a block of emerald. Jukebox we can do. Block of emerald is going to be fun to get. Okay. We will also need a relatively large number of blocks. So we'll grab all the cobble we have. We'll take a diamond because that will be required for the tradomat. What else will we take? We'll take a watering can. That might help us build up emeralds if we find a villager with a favorable trade. Oh, and we'll make a crafting table. I'm not going to build the villager spawner here. I am going to build it in a nearby village. That just seems to make more sense to me. Rather than transporting the villagers that far, we are instead going to bring the trading to them. Now, unfortunately, I kind of blew through the 3 emeralds I had saved up because I basically found a priest villager and was hoping I would quickly get that Ender Pearl trade off camera and not have to worry about building this device, but no such luck. Oh, just remembered one more thing that I'm going to need. I am going to need some buckets. Okay, buckets we can get. I know we have at least one. Okay, here we go. And we'll take this other one. Oh man, the pared down version of this actually won't require a bucket, but I'll bring it anyway in case. And okay, one last look. I'm actually looking, I have a schematic of the breeder that I'm going to build on my other monitor. But yes, I think I have everything we need. The key here is going to be getting the initial emeralds, I think. Okay, we will also want something from down here. I left it behind last time I was here because I did not think I would need it, but it turns out we do. Here we go, a single-use safari net. This is going to help us place at least one of the villagers who's going to make up our spawner. Okay, I know there is a village sort of over here somewhere. There it is. Great. Okay, and where should we build? Well, this is kind of an open area. Why don't we build right here? Okay, the first thing I am going to place are the doors. Okay, that is where they will go. Now, we will need to put down our crafting station because we need some slabs. Cool. Let's see. That's the block a door is on. So this block, here, here, here. Then 1, 2. There, and we can break these. A villager, a very central villager, is going to sit right there. Now, I believe we build up from here. And let me look very quickly at the later part of the video. Okay, so 6 blocks down is where the platform gets built. Okay, so if this block here is 6, then we go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's actually at this level. that I want to build something. Okay, and let's look at the layout. Sorry, I know you can't see any of this, but just need to bring up, there it is, the right image. Okay, so right here, above the villager, is where we are going to place 2 more villagers. And we are also going to need a slab here so that their offspring are not able to get free. Okay, so we can take this out, and this column here we won't need anymore. And now we just need to move villagers. Obviously we can move 1 very easily. Hello, sir. But that is a single-use safari net. I am going to need a few more ways to transfer villagers. I could make more safari nets with slime balls. I think the better option is going to be a golden lasso. Nope, it is not. That requires an ender pearl. Okay, now we need slime, or some sort of slime substitute. Fantastic. The other option, the vanilla option, would be a rail cart, and then we could move them up that way. Huh. Should have thought to build this underground, potentially. But I didn't. So now I have to live with my mistakes. Okay, let's see. I know where there should be a slime island here. If slime islands get made in the spirit world. So we can hope. I haven't specifically noticed it though, which is an issue because it should be right around here, certainly visible from here. Okay, so it doesn't exist in this world. That's not as awful as it could be. It's annoying, certainly, but we have other options. Let's head back to our little temporary base over here. Well, let's call it our outdoor crafting area, because it really isn't a base. Okay, so we need a slime substitute. Ball of glue we can get from a sawmill and some rubber wood. We have plenty of rubber wood. How do we get liquid glue? Okay, smelting down glue. Not going to help. Okay, blue slime just comes from congealed blue slime. That's not a thing we can get. The other option is coagulated blood. For that we will need Okay. I just remembered how you get glue. That's by melting down a horse. Okay. So, I think of those options, the sawmill might be the easiest. Let's just check. Iron axe, copper gear, redstone reception coil, and machine frame. So we would need 2 gold, which we simply do not have. Okay guys, I am going to go down mining. I have my mining shaft, I've got caves open to me. I will get at least 1 gold ore. I will make the sawmill, probably place it right here, cut down one of these trees and get a glue ball. And once I have actually 2 glue balls, I will be back. See you in a second. And here we are. Took a lot longer than I had hoped, and I was so silly while doing it. So I ran all around trying to get string. Because I only had 7 pieces and I needed 8, or no, I only had 6 and I needed 8. So I knew there was some cotton over there, I looked around for some spiders, and I started flying around trying to find more cotton. Then I realized that we are next to a silk glade, so that was a lot of wasted effort, considering there is just an annoying amount of string right over there in the form of cobwebs. Oh well. This seems to be the... Well, yeah, I even planted more cotton down there. It's really like the whole story of this Spirit World adventure is doing everything the wrong way, it seems. You know what I will do, though? Get rid of the ender pearls and the cotton that will never ever be needed. I would like to grow some wispy cotton. I think actually I need to plant this next to flowing spirit. Oh well. I will leave that there for now, just so that I have some convenient when I finally do get the wispy spirit that I will need to grow it. Not wispy spirit, flowing spirit. Okay. Now, we have our 2 safari nets. Let's just make all the pieces of the trading post we can except the block of emerald. That will be easy enough. We get our jukebox. And... alright, so we need the jukebox and 7 pieces of wood. Cool. And might as well take these 2 chests. They might be helpful. Oh, and watering can. Glowstone could be a trade. What else could I get a trade for? Coal. Oh, that's probably not enough. All right. Cool. Let's do this. Head back over to the village. And then I guess I'm gonna play something else or watch a movie while we let these villagers breed up. we should get an infinite number if we leave it long enough. Hopefully. But, okay. So there are two things we need for that. Let's get the two villagers. Great. We are going to need to... I want to light this up. And I'm also going to want to light that up. Whoops. There we go. Because that is a zombie. And we will not want more zombies spawning in there. No, hey! Okay. Oh, he's gonna die from my wither effect, isn't he? Okay, guess not. Good. Good. Excellent. Okay, so theoretically those villagers up there should breed periodically. For the time being, let's actually see about getting a few seed emeralds, because we will need at the very least 10 of them. 9 to make our trading post, and then 1 for the ender pearl, although I'm not actually sure that it's a 1-to-1 trade. So we'll have to see. But I know there is a wheat trade. Okay, let's actually plant more seeds. And harvest these potatoes to plant more wheat. Okay, let's just see what people are trading for. Pork chops, 17 of them for an emerald. Raw chicken. Any princess. That's actually something I can do if I can't find a better trade. Here we go, wheat. 19 wheat for an emerald. So I'm going to do some of these trades. I'm going to wait for those villagers to breed up. And I'll be back when something happens. Well, the villagers were not breeding in the village, which is just over that way. There you are. You can see it, and you can in fact see the old setup. So I went and grabbed a couple more safari nets and moved the village over here, or a few villagers over here in a second setup. As you can see, I got enough emeralds for the trading post, so as villagers are spawned in there, I will be able to trade with them. I also made this with an extra emerald. I've got 5 now. I am hoping that will be plenty for a single ender pearl. This device is a village highlighter, and when you click it, it shows you the center of the village and then the perimeter around it. And when I had this back at the other village, it was just not centered at all. I could see pretty clearly that the other village and my artificial villager spawner were overlapping. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure it wasn't going to work. I didn't see the villagers up top ever produce hearts like that. So, I think I've got it now in a position where they should eventually breed, produce more villagers. Those villagers will grow up, have new trades. I think I'm just going to have to AFK here until I happen to get a villager where the trades are sufficient. I may expand this spawner. There is actually a way to make it so that the newborn, that makes it sound a little bit too human, but the newly spawned, that's better, villagers get separated, and then when they grow up, they can be separated off even further. And I might do that just because then I can, well, kill them if they don't have the trade I want, which will prevent them from lagging out the server. Oh, it's a very gruesome business, actually. Somehow more so, given the fact that I am making this only for villagers as opposed to the Monasteriary, which also works for other mobs. Oh well, don't want to lag the server too much, but need to get an Ender Pearl. I am going to AFK, and probably next episode I will show you the fateful trade. We will begin with that. And then I guess we're finally ready to transfer stuff over to the dream world, the spirit world here. I have to say, that's not even the end of it, though. We will, in addition to that, have to finally spin up some web and make some flowing spirit. We're getting there. Progress. This episode, we got to look at some, vanilla mechanics for once, although we have a touch of mods, and we used mods to set up the vanilla spawner. So, anyway, interesting. Hope you enjoyed the episode. I'll see you next time.